WWE criticized for botching CM Punk and Roman Reigns' Raw appearance. Vince Russo weighs in. Former WWE head writer Vince Russo has voiced his frustration over what he believes was a major misstep in the booking of CM Punk and Roman Reigns during this week's episode of Raw. Both megastars appeared on the red brand just 24 hours after a dramatic turn of events at SummerSlam, but according to Russo, WWE's timing left much to be desired. The situation unfolded after Seth Rollins shocked the wrestling world at SummerSlam by cashing in his Money in the Bank contract and abruptly ending CM Punk's championship reign. In a controversial moment, Rollins seized the opportunity and walked away with the title, sparking an immediate firestorm among fans. The following night on Raw, Rollins defended his newly won championship against LA Knight. However, the match ended in chaos when Punk stormed the ring, attacking Rollins in retaliation for the SummerSlam betrayal. Roman Reigns also made his presence felt on Raw, creating a rare moment where two of WWE's biggest draws were in the same building. Yet the confrontation didn't go the way fans might have hoped. Rollins, backed by his imposing allies Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed, managed to neutralize both Punk and Reigns before the night was over. On this week's episode of Bro Down with host Mac Davis, Vince Russo didn't hold back in critiquing WWE's creative decisions. Russo argued that the company made a critical mistake by saving Punk and Reigns' run-in for the final minutes of the show. He explained that by the time the segment aired, a significant portion of the viewing audience had likely already tuned out for the night. Half their audience already went to bed, Russo remarked. If you have CM Punk and Roman Reigns on the same show, you don't wait until the very end to use them. You tease their presence early, keep people engaged, and make sure the anticipation builds throughout the night. Russo suggested that the smarter approach would have been to drop hints or backstage segments involving Punk and Reigns from the very start of the program. This, he claimed, would have kept fans glued to their screens, eagerly awaiting the eventual confrontation rather than risking a drop in viewership. The former WWE writer also noted that while Raw often saves its biggest moments for the closing segment, such a strategy can backfire when dealing with late-night broadcasts, particularly for fans in certain time zones. Russo stressed that in today's fast-paced entertainment landscape, keeping audience attention is more challenging than ever, and WWE cannot afford to squander opportunities when its top stars are available. Despite the criticism, the segment still delivered in terms of shock value for those who stayed up to watch. The visual of Punk and Reigns standing across from Rollins, Breaker, and Reed created a tense, cinematic moment. However, the lack of sustained build-up left some viewers feeling like the payoff didn't match the potential. Roman Reigns now turns his focus to his next high-profile match at Clash in Paris. The event is set for Saturday, August 31st, at the Paris La Défense Arena and promises to be one of WWE's biggest international shows of the year. As for CM Punk, questions remain about how he will respond to losing his championship in such controversial fashion and whether his path will cross with Reigns again in the near future. Vince Russo's comments serve as a reminder that timing and presentation are just as important as star power in the world of professional wrestling. While WWE boasts some of the most recognizable names in the industry, the way those names are used can make the difference between a memorable television moment and a missed opportunity. Whether the company takes Russo's advice to heart remains to be seen, but one thing is clear: fans are watching closely, and they expect WWE to make the most of every appearance by its biggest stars.